Good everyone, welcome to part 10 of our lecture video. So today, we will be dealing with equations in two variables. So this section introduces you to the equation of the line and the equation of the parabola. But before these two concepts are introduced to you, introductory topics such as points in the plane, distance between 2 points, and midpoints are also discussed. So please pay attention sa mga discussions natin dito. Okay? So let us proceed with our discussion on points in the plane. We recall doon sa previous examples natin, doon sa pag-identify ng solution sets natin, we are simply enumerating kung ano yung mga solution sets natin. And we do not care kung sinong mauna at sino ang mahuli. But in this case, we cannot say, or dito sa points in the plane natin, or in identifying the points, we cannot just enumerate without any basis. So say for example, dito we have set xy is the same set as yx. That is completely different in this case. Okay? So, hindi yan pwedeng mangyari. So, let us proceed with more justification. Okay? Any points in the plane is represented by an ordered pair xy, where x is the first component at yung y natin, yan yung second component natin. Magiging equal lang yung ordered pair natin na x, y is equal to yx if and only if yung value ng x natin or vice versa, yung value ng x or y natin ay magkapareho. Kaya kung saan, pwede lang nating makonsider yon. Okay? Now, points found in lines and parabolas will always be represented by ordered pairs. Hindi pwedeng wala yung isa. Dapat silang magkasama palagi. Hindi sila naghihiwalay. Di ba? So, talking about rectangular coordinate system or yung Cartesian plane natin, it is consists of a vertical number line called the vertical axis and a horizontal number line. The horizontal axis that intersects at a point is called the origin. Now, the distance of the x-coordinate of an ordered pair from y-axis is called the abscissa. Okay? Abscissa. While the distance of the y-coordinate from the x-axis is called the ordinate. So for example, meron tayong pair dito. Sorry. This is our pair. Example, we have x and y. Ibig sabihin, this is our what? That is our abscissa. Abscissa. Samantalang itong y natin ngayon, which is the distance from the x-axis is called the ordinate. Okay, klaro ba? So now let us proceed. Pasensya na kasi basa yung kamay ko, hindi mas-slide yung skin na yun. Now, we are presented here with a rectangular coordinate or yung Cartesian plane natin, na kung saan it is equally divided into into four parts. Sorry. Itong intersection natin, yan yung tinatawag natin ito dito sa gitna. That is what we call the center or the origin. So we have quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. So we are also given an information about our x and y coordinate. Dito sa first quadrant, positive, positive. Sa second quadrant, negative, positive. And sa third quadrant natin, negative, negative. Sa fourth quadrant naman natin, we have positive and negative. And that is because nakadepende yan sa direction ng x and y natin. Dito sa first quadrant natin, okay, notice, yung first quadrant natin, yung x natin is going to the positive direction. Kaya positive. Samantalang yung y natin, it is also going to the positive direction. Other than that, pag baliktad yung direction, it becomes negative. Katulad na lang ng quadrant 3 natin, that is exactly negative for both the coordinate natin. So, since yung y natin is kabaliktaran, pababa siya, that is negative. Yung x naman natin is papunta sa kabilang side, that is negative. Okay? Sa quadrant 2 and quadrant 3, it follows the same rule. So para mas maging klaro sa inyo, let's try to identify. Yung x-coordinate natin papunta dito, ay negative. Yung y-coordinate natin positive kasi papunta pa rin itaas. And it also follows dito sa quadrant 4 natin. Hindi ko na masyadong i-emphasize kasi it will take so much time. Okay? Now, let us proceed now with our distance formula. Dito sa distance formula, we need to consider 2 points. We have P1 and P2. We just label that one as P1 and P2 para ma-identify natin kung kanino yung ordered pair. Okay? Kaya dito sa ordered pair natin, may subscript din tayo na 1 at may subscript din tayo na 2. Okay? For our distance formula, it is always in absolute value. Ibig sabihin, positive palagi yung magiging result natin. Okay? So, this is our formula. So, that is the formula for our distance. Now, actually, to derive the distance formula, use the Pythagorean theorem. Okay? Pythagorean theorem lang yung gagamitin natin. Okay? So, in Pythagorean theorem, remember that we have c squared is equal to the square root of a squared plus b squared. Yan. That is exactly the same kung titingnan natin. Okay? Hindi pala to c squared. Sorry, that is only c. C is equal to the square root of a squared plus b squared, or c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. Yan. Okay? If you want to derive the distance formula ito, kung gusto daw natin i-derive yan, we can use the Pythagorean theorem. Ito mismo. Okay? So, let us proceed. Now, meron tayong example dito. We are given 2 points. Point A and point B. So, pwede nating pangalanan yung tawag nito, yung pair natin as, for example, itong 4. We have 4 sub 1, then negative 3 sub 1, then negative 2 sub 2, negative 5 sub 5. Not 5, 2. Depende sa inyo kung anong gusto nyo label na subscript. Pwedeng A, pwedeng B. Kung gusto nyo i-follow dito sa points natin. Okay? So in my case, I will just put in numerical presentation. Sige, dito rin may papakita natin kung magmamatter ba yung order ng X and Y, kung sinong mauna sa kanila. Okay? So let us proceed, or allow me to also give my discussion dito sa kabila, or my own inputs. So we have square root of the quantity of x squared, x sub 2 minus x sub 1, not x squared, raised to the power of 2, plus the quantity of y sub 2 minus y sub 1, raised to the power of 2. Now, input ko yung x sub 2 ko. Yung x sub 2 ko, dito, ito. This is my x sub 2, y sub 2, x sub 1, y sub 1. Okay? Yung x sub 2 ko is negative 2. Okay? Samantalang, huwag kalimutan na may negative sign dyan, negative sign. So, yung x sub 1 ko ngayon is positive 4. So, ilagay ko dito yung 4, quantity squared, plus y sub 2 ko. Saan yung y sub 2 ko? Ito, negative 5, minus, ito saan, ano yung value ng y sub 1 ko? Negative, anong value ng y sub 1 ko? Negative, ano nga dito? Negative, asan nga yun? Ito pala. Ito, negative 3. Yan. Negative 3. Parang may mali akong nagawa dito, ha? Let's try to identify saan yung mali natin. Dito sa y sub 2, review natin. Y sub 2, y sub 2. Y sub 2. Yung y sub 2 pala natin is hindi negative. Okay. Nagkasuma ko ng negative, so positive yan. Yan. Wait lang ha, ibalik natin ng konti. Yan. Yan. Tanggalin natin yung negative dyan. Yan. So, ganyan lang pala. Sorry about that. So, let us proceed. Yan. Negative 2 minus negative 4. That is negative 6 squared. Plus, negative times negative, positive. So, 5 plus 3. So, meron tayong ngayong negative 6. Yan. Y squared dyan. Huwag kalimutan. Y squared pala dyan. Dito. Tapos dito we have 8 squared. So, 6 times 6. Since negative yun, maging positive. Kasi negative times negative, positive. So, we have 36 plus 64. We have square root of 100. And that is equal to 10. We basically arrived with the same answer. So, it actually does not matter so much if mabaliktad yung representation mo ng kung sino yung x sub 2 at x sub 1. Okay? So, that's the point. kung bakit ko ipakita or bakit ko pinakita itong ganitong solution. Okay? So for number 2, same thing din yung gagawin ninyo. Find the lengths of the diagonals of the quadrilateral. Find the lengths of the diagonals of the quadrilateral. Pag sinabi natin quadrilateral, these are shapes with what? 4 sides. It could be a square, it could be a rectangle, or it could be some other of its variants. Okay? So, klaro ba? So, if we try to identify the diagonal, say for example, rectangle, meron tayong rectangle dito. This is our quadrilateral, okay? Yung hinahanap dyan is yung find the lengths of the diagonals of the quadrilateral. Okay? So, kung meron tayong A dito, A, B, C, D. Okay? So, saan ngayon yung lengths ng diagonals natin? AC. Dito at dito. Yan. B at D. Yan. Okay? Hindi natin pwedeng AB yung ilagay natin dyan kasi hindi yan diagonals. Okay? Dapat magkasunod ang A, B, C, D. Hindi kaya kung saan-saan mo lang nilalagay yung points mo, yung naming mo. Hindi rin ito pwedeng ilagay mo dito. That is wrong. Wrong. Okay? Follow carefully ha. Observe carefully. Kaya ito, A, C, ito naman kay B, D. So, that's it. That's how simple you do it. Okay? So, without any further ado, proceed tayo sa midpoint formula natin. Yung midpoint formula natin, excuse me, ito yung itsura niya ngayon. Madali lang yan. Kung hanapin natin yung midpoint formula natin, obviously, sa midpoint formula natin, kailangan natin ng 2 points para makakuha tayo ng midpoint. Okay? So, yung formula natin is this one. We have M or yung quantity ng X bar and Y bar is equal to quantity X sub 1 plus X sub 2 divided by 2 and yung Y sub 1 plus Y sub 2 over 2. So that's the formula or the equation ng midpoint natin. So meron tayo ditong tawag nito line segment that joins 3, 4 and negative 1, 2. So ito gawa lang ako dito ng let's say Cartesian plane. Yan. Yan. Sorry. Ano nangyari dyan? Wait lang ha. Yan. 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 So say for example, gawa ko dito ng lines ng number line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, ipa-plot ko yung points natin. 3 and 4. So, positive yan. Nasa first quadrant yan. 3. Mag-count ako sa X muna ng 3. 1, 2, 3. Then, 4 to the Y-axis. So, dito ako magbase. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, nandito yung point ko. Okay? Itong negative 1 and negative 2, nandito yan sa third quadrant natin kasi given na negative lahat ng coordinate natin. So, negative 1 dito. Negative 2 nandito. So, ito. Yan. So, line segment man i-connect ko yan. Yan. Okay? So, based on the solution na nandito sa atin, yung nakuha ang result is positive 1 and positive 1. So, ibig sabihin, dito banda yung midpoint natin. So, yan ngayon, yung magiging itsura ngayon ng ng Cartesian plane natin at yung location ng midpoint natin. Okay, nandito yung midpoint natin. So, this is, let's say, pangalan natin itong point A and point B. So, this is point A and point B. This is our midpoint. Okay? So, that's it. So, dito naman sa example number 2 natin, that is the same pa rin. Magkaiba lang yung signs natin. So, please practice or train yourselves kung paano yan makuha. Kasi madali lang talaga yan. Without any practice, hindi talaga ninyo makukuha if hindi talaga kayo mag-try. Okay, madali lang. So, I think we will end our video here and we may proceed with our next video sa linear equations in 2 variables. So, thank you so much for watching. Please rewatch the video if you are having difficulty in understanding or i-post ninyo and write at the same time. Okay? Bye.